All right, we're live. Let's see if she's there. Oh,
Good morning.
good morning. How are you, Chief?
Good, thank you.
Good. Great. I don't see that she's on yet. So do you want to just start the meeting? And I did send her an attendee invite, and we can take up the minutes and third item and then come back, see if she logs in, okay?
Sure. Well, I make a motion to approve the minutes.
Wait a minute, I have to open the meeting.
Oh,
Slow down, Eric.
Come on.
Okay. I'd like to open the licensing commission meeting on Wednesday, Tuesday, October 25th at 9:02 a.m. And I have to announce the legal. This meeting is recorded by audio and video in accordance with state open meeting law pursuant to Chapter 107 of the Acts of 2022. This meeting will be conducted by remote participation. Additionally, all votes taken by the licensing commission during this meeting and future remote meetings will be by roll call. If someone is calling on a phone, they can press *9 to request to speak. If they're watching on a computer or device, there's a raise hand button that can be tapped or pressed to speak. Please use either of these to be recognized to speak. In attendance, we have the licensing commission members, Fire Chief Eric Smith, Police Chief Ed Conley, and Joanne Zeno, City Clerk. Okay, so the first item on the agenda is the approval of the, let's see, August 24th, 2022 meeting minutes.
And I make a motion to approve.
Okay.
I'll second that motion.
Okay. So, all in favor, roll call, Chief Smith,
Yes.
Chief Conley,
Yes.
and Joanne Sinos, yes. Okay. So we're going to take things out of order, and I'm going to skip to number 3, the licensing commission discussion and vote in regard to delegating the city clerk the authority to approve annual tag day applications. I did speak to general counsel, and I wanted to know what the commission's feelings were. Is we have these annual tag days, and sometimes they're in a busy season with the commission members. And she said that we can vote to delegate me to approve them since I take in the paperwork, set up the meetings, and et cetera. So I didn't know how the commission felt on that, or whether you still want to meet to approve each one.
No, I'm perfectly fine with it. I mean, it obviously it takes that kind of that workload for like today. I mean, we're holding a meeting and you're doing all this paperwork for one repeat tag day piece. Honestly, it may, so I would say, yeah, we should move that forward in whatever motion you need that Suzanne has recommended, but we should probably pursue that as well as looking at, can we change this in the code of ordinance and make this a permitted thing and use the city's permitting software so it has a simple workflow, easier access for the customer, the public, like we do with so many other things. I mean, you want to build a house or a big commercial property, you go online, you put in all the paperwork, you're all set. But you want to do a tag day and fundraise and do something good for the kids, you got to jump through all these personal, time consuming hoops that don't really play well with most people's schedules nowadays. So yeah, I think, modernization of the process and of our ordinance language is definitely in order.
Okay. Okay, sorry, Chief, go right ahead.
No, I would agree with everything Eric just said. It makes sense. It seems very practical to have. There's not, and having been a member of these hearings now for a couple of years, there's not much that Eric and I offer beyond what you do already, Joanne. In that when people apply.
Okay. The only thing she recommended is still for street performer licenses that the licensing board would have to meet, even though it's an annual event for the carnival Probably we would have to meet on that, but we can discuss that more. I can discuss it with her and see what the ordinance change would be, if it's an annual carnival event or if it's a different carnival coming into the city. You still have to do the paperwork. The police department still has to do that. So I just thought to just streamline the process because, and also for the one plant sale for generous gardeners. Okay, we have no problem with that. We usually do it at a meeting. It's a couple of minutes, especially the annual tag days. We haven't had any complaints. I haven't had any. I don't know if both of you have had any complaints about tag days.
I've never actually.
Yeah, no, neither here.
Yeah, and especially the schools like the GHS, if they want to do a tag day, or the ambulance like Mark Nesta has to come all the time in order to do that tag day, and it's always on a busy season, the summer season, and so we just figured that we would. I asked her about it, and she said that we could delegate that to me since I do all the paperwork. So,
Perfect. So what do you need in the form of a motion in language to go around that? Did she think that it was something that, hey, they've had to have been approved twice in the past and this in their, on their third or subsequent year in order to just fall into the simpler option of having you handle it because we have some history, or is it going to be for all tag days? I don't know.
She was saying the repeat annual tag days. Okay, because if there's anyone new, of course, we probably want to have it come before the commission, correct?
Yeah, I would say that's probably appropriate, just, so they kind of put the names and faces and that, hey, yeah, it's not really a big deal, but it's a big enough deal because there are some public safety implications, right? With being near the roadways and especially when kids are involved in that, we want you wearing the vests and all that. And all the rest of these folks have heard it, 3, 4, 5, a dozen times from us. Somebody that's brand new hasn't heard it. And I think that's where the ordinance update could kind of cite all of those safety factors that you must and shall do all these things and check off these boxes as part of the permitting process, right? And change it into a permit that can be handled through that system. But for now, I would be comfortable. Anybody that's done it, 2 years running and is back for a third or subsequent year, that they just go to you. They already know what's required, and perhaps you can formulate that checklist on safety items, so we're still doing our due diligence in case there's an issue, because like always, everything we say, sure, go ahead and do it, the city seems to always own some level of liability.
Okay, all right. So she just suggested a motion to delegate the city clerk to approve the annual tag days.
Well,
Okay.
I will give it a whirl since Ed's driving and we'll be safe, right? So yeah, I would make a motion that we delegate the tag day permitting to the city clerk, so long as the applicant has already been approved in 2 previous years. So in their third and subsequent years, that application process can be streamlined and go directly through the city clerk's office.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, roll call vote. Chief Smith,
Yes.
Chief Conley,
Yes.
and Joanne Sinos, yes. Okay, so the motion passes.
And my thanks to you for taking on yet more, right? Hopefully it makes it less work, but
Hopefully, like you said, we'll streamline it. There are some code of ordinances, especially for the street performer license. We want to revise the application and revise what is in the code of ordinances right now. So I'm going to try to put this forward this winter because, of course, come January, February, everybody wants to be a street performer on that. So that will be for another meeting and discussion once I get everything and pass it through legal. Okay, the other thing is the request to permit Cheryl Shaw's Elite Dance Center team to conduct a tag day on November 12th, 2022 at a local supermarkets. pursuant to Gloucester Code of Ordinances, Chapter 11, Section 1116. I don't see Tiffany on this call. I did send her an invite, but seeming this is, we've previously approved her tag days. We have no issues with any of the supermarkets that she's gone to. I would ask the commission to just approve this.
Yeah, I would make a motion to approve the request from Michelle Shaw's Elite Dance Center dance team to conduct a tag day on November 12th, 2022 at local supermarkets that have provided their written approval pursuant to the Gloucester Code of Ordinance, Chapter 11, Sections 11 through 16, and I so move.
Second that motion.
Okay, roll call vote. Chief Smith,
Yes,
Chief Conley,
Yes.
and Joanne Sinos, yes, the motion passes. Thank you very much, Chief. Motion to adjourn.
so moved.
Chief Conley, you a second?
I will second that.
Okay, roll call vote. Chief Smith,
Yes.
Chief Conley,
Yes.
and Joanne Sinos, yes, we are adjourned. Thank you very much and have a good day.
All right, see you
Thanks,
guys.
Joanne.
Bye.
See you
You're
guys. Yeah.
welcome. Bye.